Welcome back to Drinks and Chill. My name is Gio. This is Matt, and today we are trying
Old Forester
1920. 1920. And this is the Prohibition era, or Prohibition style. That was in 1920, right?
Yeah, I think it was 1920 or like around the early 20s when Prohibition came into being, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, tough times.
We would have been really popular here.
Right? I mean, I don't think this guy would like sell any of them, but yeah.
No.
You're like, mine.
I might sell drinks.
Oh yeah, just little going carries.
Like just like fill this up to like right here. Oh, $20.
Yeah.
So this is going to be part of our 2022 whiskey challenge.
Ooh, our final one.
Yes, this is the final one.
The final one.
And we saved this one for last.
And we did it just in time.
It's literally just in time.
Because this would be in the last week of November, right?
Probably. Yeah, December 1st is the deadline. But,
ooh, super dark.
I poured myself a lot.
I know, you're just like...
Okay, that'll be good for now. And if we want more, we can pour ourselves more.
It's like, who cares about liver?
Whiskey challenge was put forth by Bill from the Whiskey Dictionary, where you're supposed to try 10 whiskeys you've never tried before, and each whiskey be a different type of whiskey.
Yes.
But what we decided to do was take it a little bit step further and have each whiskey we try be from a different country.
Because doing the types is way too easy for us.
Yeah, it's too easy. We could have just stayed in America and done 10 different types.
Yeah.
So we saved the United States for last.
Yep. Because that's very accessible here in the United States.
Because America. I bought this bottle back at the beginning of the year, but I saved it on purpose just for this.
Really? The beginning of the year?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I saved it because we've never had Old Forester 1920, which when I think about it is kind of shocking because this is actually a very popular bourbon.
Oh, well, we're about to have this. Hopefully this is not disappointing.
Yeah.
Ooh, I really like the smell.
Okay, I don't know. You really like the smell. I didn't smell anything. It's my like smeller shot or something.
Smeller shy?
No, it's my smeller shot.
Oh, I thought you like smeller shy. I'm like, I don't know what that means. It's like, how do you handle water?
I can't smell, so I'm gonna drink water. There it is.
Okay. I'm just like...
Oh yeah, that's nice.
You know, like creamy smell. That vanilla, of course. That oak.
It's got that bourbon sweetness to it.
What was that, caramel?
We're just coming off the Cavalan, and I feel like that one, I smelled the caramel for sure on that one, but on the taste, I got the caramel big time.
We're coming on very light whiskeys, so...
The Cavalan wasn't that light.
Well, I mean like light as in like...
Like not that heavy, I guess is what you're talking about.
Well, I guess like age lightness, I guess.
Yeah. Like this whiskey's 102 years old.
Okay. Can you imagine if you had a 102-year-old whiskey?
That'd be crazy.
You probably wouldn't want to drink it.
Probably not. I'm trying to figure out what else I'm getting. I feel like there's a lot going on, but I can't like identify any of it.
All right, so let's retrace our stuff because we kind of got sidetracked on there.
So we got the vanilla,
oak,
caramel. It's sweet.
Yep, you can smell the sharpness to it, but it's not as strong.
Yeah, it's got like a creamy smell, like not just like the texture, but like heavy cream or something like that.
I'm going 5.7.
Yeah, this is really nice. Oh man, I have to go with the 5.7 because I don't like this as much as the Lagavulin, which I gave a 5.8 to, but I like it better than the Cavalan, which I gave a 5.6 to.
You just put yourself in a trap.
It has to be 5.7.
Well, that taste is different.
It's sharper than I thought it would be.
Really? For 57 proof?
Texture-wise, because I thought that it would be a little bit more creamy, like soft, since I was getting that on the smell. But no, it's kind of sharp. I mean, I'm sure part of it's the alcohol, but I don't think all of it is the alcohol impact. All right, so sawdust. I'm getting sawdust.
Yep. The second taste is not what I thought it would be.
No. This is kind of throwing me for a loop a little bit. There's a little bit of cinnamon on the taste. It's like, you know those little red hot candies?
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm getting a spiciness, but I can't put my finger on what spiciness, but...
I feel like that's what it is for me. It's like a dialed down red hot. Like, it's the taste of it, but not like, you know how it is. It's like fireball in candy form.
I think that's what's lingering right now.
Yeah.
Like on the tongue.
I'm gonna pour a little bit more.
Finally, I'm getting some of the flavor in.
Yeah. I got a pear.
I got a pear too.
Really?
Yeah.
I got it on that Swedish whiskey. That was like one of the only things I actually got on that Swedish whiskey. But I'm getting it here. I'm having trouble picking stuff out, but I like it though.
So the spiciness is still there. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if it's red hot, black pepper, what is it, cinnamon?
Could be black pepper. Or like cayenne pepper.
Never really had cayenne pepper.
There's some kind of like herbal thing happening. Almost like a hot sauce kind of flavor. Like it's not spicy like a hot sauce, but like that flavor that you get from like a mild hot sauce.
Like what type of hot sauce? Because there's different types, like a Tabasco type of hot sauce, or like a hot sauce like a fresh.
Yeah, kind of like a Tabasco. Not that spiciness. It's more just like the flavor of it. Maybe is that like a tobacco type thing going on? I'm gonna add a little bit of water. I'm gonna give this a 5.4 on the taste. I was going back and forth between a 5.3 and a 5.4.
Okay, that doesn't make me feel too bad then. I'm gonna give it 5.2.
Okay.
I can give it higher if the taste like pops up, but when you start trying to find them, it kind of like brings that rating down. You shouldn't.
Yeah. You taste and you're like, oh, I like it. But then when you start trying to find stuff, you're like, huh.
Yeah.
All right, so I added 2 drops to that.
2 drops of this. The sharpness is there.
The sharpness is there more.
It's not like the sharpness like, oh, it lingers on tongue. It's like the fumes of the sharpness is there.
Like it hits the back of your throat. Or hit the back of my throat at least.
I got the roof of my tongue. Or roof of my tongue. The roof of my mouth.
Yeah.
Does your tongue have a roof?
I guess like the bottom of your tongue could be considered like the roof of your tongue. Like if the bottom of your mouth is like, I don't know.
Would that be like the basement?
Yeah.
But I don't think they like refer to it like
It's
the
like
basement.
the ceiling of your basement. Or the ceiling of the basement of your mouth.
There we go.
Never thought of my mouth like that.
Because you got the roof of your mouth, which is like the top part of your mouth. Nothing, like you got your tongue and then that's it. So it would be the basement.
But you have that area under your tongue that no one ever talks about.
Yeah.
I really want to try and get this water mixed in here good because I think I just sipped it too quickly after adding the water.
It's creamier. Like it just coats the tongue.
We talked about this with the Lagavulin. When you first try a whiskey, like it might be a little bit sharper. After it's had a little bit of time to breathe though, and you go back to it, it's kind of had time to sort of settle. You can
like
pick out more flavors.
Fumes.
Yeah, but this might be one to come back to later on.
Yeah.
It smelled really good, but then on the taste, and honestly, I don't even know if I feel like I want to go down to a 5.3 because I feel like part of why I gave it a 5.4 was just because of what it is. I mean, I know it's just a 0.1 off, but
It's like it's Overster. I'm gonna give it a 0.1.
I'm wondering if I had tried this blind, if I would have given it as high a rating as I did.
Oh, you know what? It's a good point. I think this is the ones it would be nice to revisit.
Yeah.
Like in the future. Adding the drops of water did help, like that creaminess that I smelled,
Yeah.
but the flavors weren't there enough to make it go higher.
Yeah. It smells really good.
So that oakiness is there. I know that you said that you're a little bit stricter on the oakiness because they're basically on every finish. But the oakiness is there. The vanilla caramel is still there. I'm gonna give it 2.3.
That went down a lot smoother. I don't know if it was just because I had the bottle open like this for a minute or if I just got acclimated to it. The oak was there, definitely. The creaminess was there. The vanilla, it's kind of syrupy still. You ever feel like when you swallow something like a liquid that it kind of like coats your, what is it, your esophagus?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's happening with this. Like, it's kind of like
Your
coated.
throat hole.
Yeah, your throat hole. Like, it's coated my throat hole.
No, you have esophagus.
I think that's the esophagus.
Yeah.
The larynx is the one you breathe through, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the esophagus.
It's basically like what you're saying, that syrupiness, that viscosity.
I'll give it a 2.3 on the finish.
So Old Forester has a very distinct bottle, and they're all the same.
For instance, we have this one, which is their 100 proof. And this one is a little bit taller.
Yeah.
But it's for the most part the same shape.
Yeah, like this little part, this little bulge here. This little bulge is a little bit more bulgy. So I guess they do have differences in their bottles.
Yeah, but it's kind of the same like overall concept though.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it 2.4. The reason why is I like the border. I like that, what is it, Naze looking font? I don't know how to describe that. I don't know my fonts.
I like this little blurb that it has here. It says, during Prohibition, Old Forester was bottled as medicinal whiskey at 117 West Main Street under Kentucky Permit Number 3. The typical barrel proof at that time prior to bottling was 115. So it was bottled as medicinal whiskey during Prohibition. So they kept going.
So it's like how they're doing with marijuana right now.
Right? Like the medicinal...
Well, not right now, because right now, like, it's basically easier to get. But, like, back then when...
But, like, when it first became legal, like, it was legal as, like, medicinal
purposes.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's how they were doing it here.
That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. It says, this whiskey is distilled by us only, and we are responsible for its richness and fine quality. Its elegant flavor is solely due to original fineness developed with care. There is nothing better in the market. Ooh, some strong words.
You know, I go 2.5 just because of that whole.
Honestly, I feel like
thing.
that little blurb right there, like, kind of kicks it up a notch for me. I might do the same as you. Even during Prohibition, they just never stopped selling it.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool.
They're like, stop us if you can.
Right? They found the loophole and exploited it. So yeah, 2.5. So our total scores will appear right here. So you can see where this whiskey falls for us.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and close that. Oh, actually, before we close it up.
Oh, we're going to add it.
Old Forester 1920 Prohibition style is getting added to the Infinity bottle.
Oh, we're just becoming pros at filling up the Infinity bottle.
That wraps up our 2022 whiskey challenge too.
Yep.
This was whiskey number 10.
We just finished just in time.
Yeah, so we'll be emailing Bill from the Whiskey Dictionary our sheet that shows what whiskeys we tried. This was a lot of fun. I enjoyed like trying whiskeys from all kinds of different countries.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times when people think of whiskeys, it's like the United States, Scotland and Ireland, maybe Japan, because Japan is kind of up and coming.
Yeah,
now.
it's starting to get bigger.
I mean, we tried whiskey from Taiwan, Australia, Sweden, India, which is huge, by the way, in whiskey. Tried Penderyn, Welsh whiskey, Canadian whiskey. We actually found a really good Canadian whiskey that we liked. Yeah, we'll put links down in the description to like all the whiskeys that we tried for this challenge, and you can check them out. That is going to be our review on Old Forester 1920 Prohibition style. Let us know down in the comments what you think of this whiskey, and is it one of these whiskeys that you kind of need to let settle and air out for a while? Because that's kind of what I'm getting from this. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know whenever we post a video, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.